as the wealthy, successful, money making traders. This is your trader's friend. Thank you for joining me for another video. Guys, I'm so glad you can be here with me. Before you, you have the Euro USD on the 5 minute time frame. And this is a remake of the video I made live last night. For some reason, when I stopped recording, the video just was not there. So I'm going to deal with a question that came up in conversation yesterday, and also this video I watched about a simple trading strategy, and we dealt with it live last night. However, we're going to have to deal with it now in hindsight. So the moving averages we're using are the 10 SMA and the 20 SMA. And this was about the crossings of the moving averages. Let's take a look and see what happened. So we had a moving average cross right here. We have a bearish candle, bam, stopped out. We have another cross here, two bearish candles, bam, stop out. So here you can see that we have some crosses, stop out, cross, stop out. And then here we actually got a trading opportunity. Now, I made some money on the way up. It just was not a lot of money in this period. But you can see that in a trending market, it doesn't seem that the cross strategy works very well. And based on my experience, if a market is trending, chances are it will continue to trend. So the question becomes, how is it that you would know that this is a trending market as opposed to a swinging market? If you get a strong breaking close of this 10 SMA, and then pretty soon thereafter you have a strong bullish flagship candle, chances are the market's going to continue to trend. Or like here, when you got a strong breaking close, and then you got an engulf, chances are the market will continue to trend. So this is where we were last night. So this is the mini trend line we drew. And we actually sat in here for hours after we got this little trending market. So this kind of sideways action went on for hours. And we were actually in this live. But what I was noting is you can see where we drew the trend line. We're making higher lows. But we're never getting above this area of resistance. And then we began to make lower highs. And you can see where we had our breakdown. So we entered after this candle on the retrace. So price retraced and we shorted with a very tight stop. Now, this is why I took this trade. It wasn't the most glamorous trade that I've ever seen. However, it was the best trade we had up to that point. We're making lower highs. And then we have this mini trend line where we have this strong close below both the moving averages and this trend line as well. We stayed in this trade for about 50 minutes and got out. Not with a lot of pips. It looks like a lot of price action, but it only ended up being about 8 pips, and then I was over it. And then price went the other way strongly, and we got in on that, and that turned out to be a much better trade. But by that time, I was way too tired to make another video. And my take on the crossing of the moving averages and using that as a strategy, for me, I would not do it. Um, My suggestion is that you learn to master the language of the charts. Because if you can tell what price action is telling you, you're much more likely to enter successful trades. I want to remind you that you can absolutely do this. You can be successful at Forex. Have a wonderful pip filled trading week.